Hello, my name is Q, and this is my story. Well, it started on January 3rd. I was visiting my 20-year-old daughter in college in Atlanta, and I met a guy on Facebook dating. I ended up being sexually assaulted. So a couple weeks later, I noticed I was feeling a little different. My cigarettes started tasting different. They was tasting like perfume and stuff. So I ultimately went to the local hospital. And of course, it turned out I was pregnant. As a result, oh man, I started drinking like never before, subconsciously trying to, end it all. I was found on the MARTA train in Atlanta at Jane Doe after drinking a bottle of Amsterdam and ended up in Piedmont Memorial Hospital. At that point, I knew that it was time to at least open up to somebody or try to get some help. So one of my coworkers, she has a sister that has a program in Memphis, Tennessee. Her sister's name is Jessica Owen. Jessica and Ben, you're the greatest. It's called We Fight Monsters. They help tremendously. I went to CAP for 28 days, to have counseling and be abstinent from alcohol and so on and so forth. I stayed in Memphis a total of 63 days. Then I felt like I was getting my bearings back, and I wanted to come back home to Florida, which is where I'm originally from. My family is here. My youngest child is here, so on and so forth. So I began my migration back home. Ultimately, I ended up in Visitation House, and I've been there since the end of March, which is in DeLand. They have been very welcoming. But while I was at the previous maternity home here in Sanford, they actually connected me here with the pregnancy center, where I met, Suzanne, Ruth, all them. They became my family away from family. So I came in for my initial visit that day after I called them. And then so they sent me some courses, but I look forward to, coming in, the sessions, the prayer. It was a welcoming environment, so that would, and when I would leave, it would give me a little bit of hope, something to look forward to until my next meeting. So we had a little lapse because I didn't realize that from me transitioning from the Seminole County home to the Volusia County home, that I could still participate here, which is crazy. And so I think it was Ruth or Suzanne, and they hit me up one day. They're like, Q, we haven't heard from you in a while. And I'm like, yeah, well, because I live in Volusia County now, And they were like, you can still come see us, right? I say, what? I'm so serious. Look, I'll tell you, that's exactly how it happened. I'm serious though. I'm back here, been coming consistently. And so then in the interim, of course, I did give birth to Chosen. I had her August 26th of this year, and the rest is history. Now she's here. But we 9 days later, she went to the NICU. I was in getting round-the-clock treatment for preeclampsia, blood pressures, postpartum. Everything is good now. We're bonding, working on it, still working on it. I still pray. I've always, no matter what, I grew up in foster care, and the one thing with me is my faith has been something that no one, I've been through a lot of trauma, a lot of sexual, physical, emotional abuse, but my faith was something that no one could ever take from me. So even in this situation, I just pray, and I still read my word, even though when I'm down and depressed, I don't read it as often. I still do my verses a day, but I don't get as in depth. But anyway, I prayed about it, and I had opened my Bible, 1 Peter 2:9. God gave that to me. You are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, that you may know him who brought you out of the darkness into the marvelous light. And that's where her name came from. And then her middle name is JL, which is Old Testament, Judges chapter 4. JL, killed Sisera and Satan, so her name's Chosen JL. But yeah. Well, at first, because when I first came through the doors, it wasn't just me. It was different ethnicities, different people, sitting in the front, and so. But I wasn't very familiar with everything that they do until I finally, went in the room. We did the assessment. I think the first day that I had Miss Amy. Yeah, I remember that curly hair, and she was explaining to me everything they offer and stuff. Yeah, me and Miss Amy. So I just found it to be very welcome. It was a haven for me at that point, because I didn't know, I said, I live in a maternity home, so technically I'm homeless, don't really have any consistent support. Like I have my sister and of course my children, but they're adults now. Like they're all over the world living their lives. You know, I don't want to infringe on them. So like I knew I could like call, text, you know what I mean? Like I'm having a bad day, yo, y'all get somebody to talk, pray, you know what I mean? So it just gave me another outlet and another avenue of support. Let go of the guilt and the shame because it wasn't your fault. And like you're not alone. You know, it takes a village. You have God, but also there are people who care. Yeah, and no man is an island. This too shall pass. Baby, there is hope, there is love. You know, not only that, every good and perfect gift comes from above. So, you know, God gave you that. You know, if he brought you to it, he'll bring you through it. Just reach out and listen. Remember, you have a voice. Don't suffer in silence.